If you're running Facebook ads, chances are that you're thinking about or would like to do retargeting sometime in the future or currently with your ads. And most of the time, people get retargeting completely wrong, especially on the Facebook platform. They think that it's one of the first things that they should launch, and it should always accompany a successful ad strategy as soon as you're actually launching these things. And that's actually just not the case. At first, retargeting should be more of a supplement to what you're doing and not the main strategy. And really, all the way down the line, cold traffic and top of funnel is where you're going to get 90% of your results. Retargeting is just going to help and assist along the way. Now, this is different for different business owners and different products that you're selling, but in most cases, you have to play retargeting kind of like this, which I'll show you in a moment here. And it's all about feeding that system. Retargeting can only be effective when you're feeding it enough data. So if you don't have enough front-end cold traffic working, and you're not promoting enough, and you're not running enough ads to build up an audience to retarget, it's almost pointless. So unless you have a big social following or big organic presence and you can retarget all those people, actually running retargeting off your ads in most cases can be wasted ad spend if you're not getting a lot of clicks. So for example, this is another example account that I'm using here to show you guys some of these metrics. And you can see here that this is over the past 7 days. We've had 51,000 impressions. This right here is a pretty decent amount that we could maybe start some retargeting with. But even then, it's going to dry up really quickly. And here's why. So if we're going to go and let's say this was a purchase campaign and we want to retarget people that didn't buy. So if we wanted to do that, let's go here. And let's go ahead and say let's say we were doing $20 a day for retargeting sake. Now this is just broad, all of the US, we would reach around, let's just call it 3,000 people per day. So if your audience size is 51,000 people, and sometimes Facebook has a hard time reaching all of them, the algorithm's good, but sometimes it'll just miss a few people based on its estimates. But even if you were able to reach 3,000 people a day, and let's say your audience size was actually 50,000 people, it's going to last you basically 2 weeks of retargeting. Now, that's obviously assuming that your audience size isn't going to grow and is going to stay the same, which is unlikely. But you can see how much sheer volume you're going to need to actually be able to reach a decent amount of people every single day. And sometimes it's not always about reaching thousands of people for your retargeting. It's about reaching a few hundred. The problem with that is you need to build up a decent amount of people that you can actually retarget so Facebook can find those people correctly. If you don't have enough people that you're able to retarget, ideally you have around that 50,000 mark. Even trying to retarget at least 100 people, it's going to be a little bit harder for Facebook to find those people. Facebook's been leaning towards broader audiences. It's able to find the people a lot faster, better, and get you better conversions. If you're feeding it a very limited list for retargeting, it's going to be very hard for Facebook or Instagram to find those people that you're going to retarget. So what I would recommend doing if you'd like to retarget is structure your campaigns in this way. So you should have a few, let's just assume we're doing e-commerce or some kind of sales ads that you're wanting to get sales. The same kind of idea applies if you're doing lead gen, but you'll have your main campaign that's actually getting you sales. What you want to do is actually create a engagement ad. And this is simply going to fuel your retargeting. So you want it to be engagement. Ideally, you want people to engage on your ad, and you just simply want post engagement. You want to build up post engagement as much as you can, get as many people to like, comment, share, all that good stuff on the other ads that you're already running, regardless. The really big benefit with this, and this is, once again, this is like beginner retargeting. This is what I would do if you really, really want to do retargeting, if you think it's going to be worth it. And you got to test it to see. But this is going to give you two benefits. One, it's going to give you a lot of people to retarget. For example, in this case, even if you're spending around $10 a day on one ad, you're going to see at least 100 people, worst case scenario, engaging with the ad. And 100 people a day, it's pretty cheap to rack that up pretty quickly. Even if you can retarget those 100 people, it's going to be a good size list of people to retarget over time. The second big benefit is it actually adds social proof to your ads. So if you're running some kind of sales objective, lead gen, all that kind of stuff, and you have all these engagements going on your ad, you're actually going to be able to get really good social proof on there, and more people are likely going to click, slow scroll, check out what's going on when they see all the engagement on that ad as well. So this is a really great strategy. Now, when you are making this, you'll go to the next step to actually choose what ad you're going to promote. I'd recommend just inserting the post ID to grab that post. So if you're running an ad and you need to find your post ID, sometimes you can find it in here. Sometimes it doesn't really work that way. The best way to do it is to actually preview your ad, and in the URL bar, you'll be able to see the post ID. You'll just copy and paste that into here, and then you'll be able to get traffic from that ad specifically. Now, let me show you a quick example on another account that we did this with. So you can see here we had 2 campaigns. One of them was optimizing for purchases, and one of them was simply just engagement building. I launched the purchase campaign first with the 3, I believe, different ads that I wanted to run. Yep, 3 different ads here. And then what I did is I took those post IDs, I dropped them in this engagement campaign, all 3 of them, and just racked up the engagement on each one of them. Here already, just from advertising this in the past 7 days, $30, I not only got around 700 post engagements, but we reached 2,700 people. So you've got the batch of people that saw the ad but maybe didn't interact, and you've also got the batch of people that saw the ad and engaged. And that's a lot of people that you can retarget. Now, CPMs are always going to be cheaper on engagement ads versus purchase campaigns. This one's actually a little bit more expensive, but you could see how hard it's going to be to get 2,000 people to retarget from one versus the other. It cost me more than quadruple nearly, the amount of to get the same amount of impressions here as I would on one and the other. And sure, it is a slightly different kind of person, but for retargeting, all you need is those people to see the ads a few times, and then you're going to end up getting a much better person as well. So this is what I would do if I were doing retargeting. If you want to do it, I recommend for most people, retargeting actually isn't worth it until you're spending a decent amount more per day. If you're starting to spend between 50 to 100 a day, or ideally around 100 a day, then it makes sense to start plugging in retargeting. In the meantime, you can spend really cheap money, $5 to $10 a day, on some kind of an engagement building campaign, and then you're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're building up your retargeting list, and on top of that, you're also going to be able to have a ton of social proof on your ads, which will only help conversion as well. Now, lastly, sure, you'll be able to retarget these 2,000 people, but like I said, you just see how much more it's costing you to get these 2,000 people to retarget versus this. And like I said, you have to spend a decent amount to actually get Facebook to have enough people to retarget, because this 2,000 people, it's going to run out really, really quick. So that's what I would recommend if you're thinking about running retargeting on your Facebook and Instagram ads. If you have questions on this, please don't forget to comment below. Check the description for more resources to help you with your paid advertising, and I'll see you in the next video.